I think I almost got kidnapped as a kid. I, 24F, have a crazy long-term memory. I can clearly remember stuff from when I was 2 years old and remember things down to specific details like names, dates, colors, etc. People have always said that I'm making this up and that no one could possibly remember that far back. But I'm not. I truly have these memories. I have one specific memory that always makes me feel a bit uneasy. I remember one day when I was around 3 or 4 years old, my mom took me out to run errands with her. I believe the first store we went to that day was Target. When we left the store and walked into the parking lot, I somehow got separated from my mom, but I didn't realize it for some reason. I'm still confused as to why my mom didn't notice my absence either, but it's very possible she got distracted and looked away for a minute. I remember being kind of lost in my thoughts and getting into an open car that I thought was my mom's, but it turned out that it wasn't. I remember turning around and looking behind me once I started to actually crawl into the vehicle because I was confused as to why my car seat wasn't in its usual place in the back seat. Behind me was a lady who I specifically remember standing there holding the right rear car door open and encouraging me to get in her back seat. The open door is why I got in the first place. I think my little brain didn't fully process what was going on in that moment, and I kind of went into a trance and started to comply. The next thing I remember is my mom calling my name, and I guess I kind of snapped back into reality and realized that I was not in a safe or familiar place. I remember scooting back out of the lady's car and running over to my mom, who was loading stuff from her cart into the trunk of her car that was parked about 50 feet to the left of the strange lady's car. The strange lady did not try to stop me when I ran, probably because my mom was looking right at me. I've thought about that moment so many times over the last many years. Did I almost get kidnapped? Why on earth would I even consider getting into a stranger's car when stranger danger was a frequently talked about topic in our house at that time? Did the lady think I was lost and try to help me, but I didn't understand because I was a little kid? I really doubt that option because I was always an ultra-observant old soul even as a young kid, and I usually had some idea of what was happening around me. This memory has bugged me for so long. Thoughts?